My hair.
It's good.
Yeah. Perfect. Hair, perfect. Well, welcome to another edition of Coffee with the Mayor, where we keep you updated and we stay caffeinated at the same time. With me is City Administrator Matt Stiles. I'm Mayor Lou Thurston, and today we are so happy to welcome Leslie Atherton, Director of Member Services from KPP Energy. Leslie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
know this is your first time. When we have a first-time guest, we always want to get a little background, maybe a little bit about your history, where you come from, the fact that you don't live in the right H-town, some of that kind of stuff.
Ouch.
Well, Mayor Thurston, I am from and currently live in Haven. It is still an H-town and it's still a KPP member. So it's not up here, but it's right there.
Yeah.
It's close.
Got it.
I would say something that maybe you might not know, I think Matt knows, is civil service is somewhat in my blood. My dad moved to Haven in 1976 from Southeast Kansas and began there as a police officer and worked his way up to chief of police. And then there was the era of the new position at cities, the city administrator, city manager wave came through. And he was Haven's first city administrator. So he served from 1976 to 2002. So I grew up at home listening to radio traffic, police, and also city maintenance. So my dad was a great example. He was a very dedicated civil servant, a solution seeker, the MacGyver type. What he was always willing to do was whatever the job took.
There you go.
They don't make them like that.
No, they don't.
The boring stuff, I went to college, got married, started a family. I actually started as a meter reader for the city of Haven just because I just needed some extra cash. I was a stay-at-home mom at that point. And about 4 months later, my husband at the time lost his job. My family circumstances changed and they posted the position of city clerk because the current one was retiring. I begrudgingly applied. Like I did not want that job, but they ended up choosing me. I think I was their second choice, actually. I think someone turned it down before me. Oh. Yeah, interesting, huh? And so I took it on and climbed that steep learning curve and served as city clerk for Haven for 14 years until KPP said, come, opened their door to me.
Sure.
So I've been with KPP for about 2 years, only 1 year as director of member services. So it's in my blood. It's in my heart. I love what I do.
For sure. Well, we're glad you're here, and we certainly appreciate what you do for all the membership at KPP Energy. And we'll talk a little bit more about KPP here in just a minute.
Okay.
But first, the segment we start every episode off with is the Mayor's Mugshots. And so we get to talk about what's in our mug, what we're drinking. And today it's a little bit different because we were not able to utilize Rhubarb Market this week, and then we miss Tim and Alyssa, but we know they're getting ready for some big event that's happening Saturday. I think it's the Arts and Crafts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what
Do I need to come back for that?
You better believe it. Yeah, you and about 30,000 of your friends.
Oh,
It's a big deal.
is it?
56th annual.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, on Highway 56.
Highway 56. It sounds like a winner. It markets itself, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It just, the script writes itself.
It writes itself.
Yeah, for sure. So, Matt, we'll let you go first today. What's in your mug?
Yeah, no, since we're not doing the fancy today, I've got just my regular Pete's decaf with a little bit of creamer in it. So, that's pretty vanilla.
Just right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Right down the
It's
middle.
stable. It's the workhorse.
Right. Get the job done.
It's not you at all, but
Yeah.
okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Leslie and I, just FYI, have known each other for decades now.
Yes.
So-
I beat him. Actually, Lou, I want you to say it.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. I had
I knew it would come
totally planned to say that, and we'll leave that as a teaser now.
No.
We'll leave that as a bit of a teaser
That's
for
fair.
later.
That's fair.
All right. So in the mayor's mug, as everyone always knows, is coffee-flavored coffee, but today in particular, it is Black Rifle coffee, and it is Silencer Smooth, which is their light brew. And it is very much a smooth, tasty coffee. I
It
love
sounds dangerous.
it. It is dangerous, deadly.
Oh,
Dead-
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
Deadly even.
Silencer
Excuse me.
Smooth. Yeah.
He was serious.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
you got a couple things.
You also got me a weapon, so I have that.
Right.
I made a mistake about location, but it really actually wasn't a mistake, as it turns out.
No, it worked out.
I stopped at Adrian's at Tabor, and I have an iced caramel macchiato, and it was served to me by a very friendly, helpful, cute girl. She was wonderful. So
yeah,
it was a very pleasant experience. Yeah.
Happy to hear it.
Well, it's nice that in a community our size that we have multiple options for coffee.
True. That is true.
Not just the old Keurig method.
Yeah.
But rhubarb, of course, is our go-to generally. But Adrian's is another great place. Well, let's dive in, shall we? All right. For our viewers, can you tell us how KPP Energy partners with cities like Hillsboro and other H-towns to ensure reliable, affordable energy for our citizens?
I can, and I might not do it as well as some of my counterparts at KPP because they're more technical in nature. KPP is a joint action agency. So just by its very foundation, it's the action of several members. So we pool our resources to buy, and through our members also to generate power at the best possible cost. So that allows stable rates from us to you and you to your customers. But it also gives Hillsboro and cities like Hillsboro a diverse mix of energy that you probably could not accomplish alone. It gives you access to solar and wind and hydroelectricity. We also assure reliability through providing you direct support. So instead of just, Hillsboro, even though you have what I call Hillsboro's heroes on your electric staff, I love them, you now have access to the resources of 24 cities, including staff at KPP who a lot of them have vast experience operating electric systems.
That's for sure.
So you also get our assistance, whether it's through reviewing rates or providing you annual financial reports to look at your metrics. We give you assistance with regulations, and we're also here for grant application assistance. That's something you all are pretty good at yourselves, but it allows you to have access to bigger resources. So you're not kind of just Hillsboro out there as an island.
More is better.
More is better. It's strength in numbers. And the reliability is strengthened, I would also say, through mutual aid and just through that shared expertise. You probably aren't encountering a problem that some other member here hasn't encountered. So it's huge.
And was it last year we got the opportunity to go down to the other H-town?
We did. We did
and provide a little mutual aid.
With Haven, yes, you did. Yeah, we did. That's why they're heroes. I
don't know about that. We weren't the only ones.
You weren't.
We were not. But right. But again, it was a really wonderful example of the group pulling together and in the true definition of mutual aid.
I absolutely agree. I always say, and you're going to find it annoying eventually, and that's okay, but we're better together. We just are.
No argument from me.
All right, Leslie. So what are the long-term benefits of rural community like Hillsboro or Haven being community powered? That's something we talk about.
Yeah.
That's with Public Power Week coming up, that's one of those things that we talk about being community powered.
Why should you run your own system? Why?
There's
so many good reasons, but I feel like the biggest one that leads to the other ones is local control and accountability. When you own your own electric utility, the decisions about Hillsboro's electricity are made locally. So those decision makers are not someone you have to write a letter to. It's Lou, who I see at church.
Right.
It's Matt, who, my son goes to school with his son. It's people you're having conversations with. And that means priority can be given to the things like reliability and affordability rather than sending profits off to shareholders in some other state. That local control also feeds flexibility. You can set your own pace in terms of how you decide you want to pursue things. And the timing is important too. I mean, when you're a customer of an IOU, the rate change comes when they want it to come. But at a city, you can hear from people, hey, can we wait till, October when we're not using so much electricity? You get to time those things out, that flexibility. Another huge benefit that I think gets overlooked, and this is long-term and short-term, statistics show that public power communities have quicker response times and therefore shorter outages. And the reasoning is so simple. If you think about it, their crews are local. And when they're local, they know the system, they know the terrain, and they know the people. So again, the worker fixing the broken pole down the street, that's not someone sent from 3 hours away who had to get a corporate approval. the guy may have lived 3 doors down from you, and he just had to get his boots on.
Yep.
It builds trust, community, and it shortens outage times. And of course, the other big one, and still has to do a lot with local control, is economic impact. Public power communities keep those dollars local. It's not going far away. It's staying here. You're providing jobs in your community. The people who hold those jobs are typically spending more of that money locally. And you also reap the benefits of those electric revenues staying local. I've seen examples in our communities of the electric fund sponsoring and supporting all kinds of things. And that's that's the local control piece. That's up to you what you do with your money. But I've seen community grocery stores supported. I've seen pools assisted. I've seen street paving assisted. I see libraries helped. I see economic development.
What about the zoo? Clay Center has a zoo.
I know.
That's electric.
And it's spectacular.
Yeah, that's great. Really, you should check out the Clay Center Zoo.
Really. But some of that economic impact is some of the small things that, quite honestly, even I didn't think about when I was city clerk, that I do think about now. And I'm like, oh, I was not looking through that with the right lens. But when you see your crew out with the bucket truck, which you own, Hillsboro maybe only owns because you have an electric utility, but then the car dealership, because they need to change their huge American flag and they can reach it. That's the value of public power. It's that kind of stuff.
That's true.
Changing the banners.
Change the banner at the chamber. Yep.
See?
That's what we do.
And so some of those things that those dollars are staying here to support, I mean, it's true. If you were a direct customer of an IOU like Wheatland or Evergy, you would get franchise fees, sure, 5 to 6%. Yeah. But statistics show that most communities are sending back into their system at least that much. And that's, quite frankly, that's lowering the burden on your taxpayers, on property taxpayers. Yeah. So the benefits are very large. I would say, again, back to the strength in numbers, to me, that's the hugest benefit. When you're a member of KPP, your city becomes as mighty as the entire KPP membership. You get access to all those resources, and you're no longer, just Hillsboro, as perfect as Hillsboro is.
Oh, careful now, careful. Yeah. We're gonna have to pick my feet up here.
Oh yeah, right. I know.
Good thing I got boots on today.
Dang, didn't realize it was gonna be that kind of conversation.
It was gonna get deep. Just saying. So that's a good segue, I think, to our next question. We're going to talk about a little bit about PACE. And so, of the 24 member cities, Hillsboro has the largest electric usage of any non-generating member.
That's true.
And guess what? I think that's about to change. I think Hillsboro is going to soon become a generating member. And wouldn't you like to know how we're going to do it? Well, we have Leslie here to talk about the PACE solar project. So can you give us a little background on PACE?
Sure.
And why it's important and why it's significant.
So the solar project that we're doing through PACE, which stands for Powering Affordable Clean Energy, is a $48 million project, though it has been afforded significant cost reductions through USDA loan forgiveness and elective pay tax credits. The project itself physically will install solar arrays ranging in size from 1 megawatt to 6 megawatts across 7 KPP member communities, including Hillsboro, but Ellenwood, Marion, Greensburg, Winfield, Wellington, Clay Center. Those arrays will provide enough clean energy to support nearly 4,000 homes and businesses. The description of the project itself sort of demonstrates its significance.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's also giving you access to that diversity in your energy portfolio, and that's important. That helps resilience because it's going to protect us against market volatility. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. But again, it's back to the feather in the cap here is this project itself really demonstrates that through the power of joint action, even small rural communities can participate in the clean energy transition. But it is something that probably none of those communities could do on their own. But when we all pulled together, and it has been a lot of working together, really.
It's not an easy process to get through that.
No, it hasn't been easy and it hasn't been simple, but I will say I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Well, it will definitely put us back in the generation business. I know when I was in the elementary school here in Hillsboro, I came in the 4th grade. So I'm still not from here. I'm the mayor, but I'm not from here.
Sure.
I tell people all the time my job when I came here was to put branches on the tree.
What's true?
Yeah.
Sure.
Put
Yeah.
branches on the
That's
Well, that's
good.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
like
right.
it.
Yeah. Can't all be trunk.
No.
Gotta have some
Can't all be
branches.
drunk. That's true.
But we used
Mhm.
to generate our own power
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, and I remember touring the
Really?
power plant,
Yeah.
which is now our water
Water
treatment
treatment
plant.
plant.
But I remember seeing those diesel generators in there, which actually were came out of submarines.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what they were
Wow.
built for. was to
Oh,
power
okay.
power Navy
That's
submarines.
incredible,
Yeah,
Huh.
and everything was painted actually navy gray as well. So that just kind of added to the whole thing. But I remember just how clean that place was, and there's like
Oh.
you could in this thing where this generators are
Diesel
firing up and all this
generators. Yeah.
diesel engine.
Huh.
It was as clean as a restaurant, man. I mean,
though. It is
or maybe
amazing
cleaner
how
than
clean some of
some.
those are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, when we think about power, when I think about power
Yeah.
anyway, and the responsibility that I have as mayor and that we have as city government, the one thing that we really can't protect our citizens from is a power outage.
Right.
So, the power comes in, we buy our power from KPP, but it's brought in by Evergy through their transmission lines.
Right.
And if for some reason Evergy's transmission shuts off,
Yeah.
we're in the dark.
Right. Doesn't
And
matter what you bought.
no.
No.
And so, I'm really, really focused on how we get back into that
Keep building
generation
on that,
world
yeah.
so that we can protect ourselves in the future from things of that nature. And this is just kind of a first step, having it be part of a solar array, which
Yeah.
the location's out by our lagoons,
Yep.
which is a place that's not going to be really visible, and it's not taking up really valuable land at this
Right.
point.
Not
Yeah.
favorable for other
So,
development.
so it's
many people
it's a
build
really a win-win win-win-win
Win-win.
actually. So
All the way
we're
around.
super excited.
It is.
about
And I feel like the reception here at Hillsboro for this project has been really positive.
We
You're very
haven't had a
blessed in
whole
that
lot of
regard.
people come out and say, "Yeah, you shouldn't do that," which is always surprising.
It is.
Right.
It
There's
is.
usually a handful of people, no matter what. But
Will it be to see it finally start
yeah,
actually physically?
Exactly.
yeah, we got a
Right.
pile of solar panels out there right now. We've been gardening, but
Yeah.
Someday.
someday those are going to be out there. It's about 7 acres for us and then 1 megawatt. So, I mean, it's not a huge footprint, but it's enough to generate 1 megawatt of power. So that's what do we figure that out to be for like number of houses? It was something like a third.
Well, our peak load is right at 7 megs.
Is
I
it
believe.
7? Yeah,
And so that's 1/7 of
seventh of the peak load, but that includes some larger customers. So you think about our housing, it's probably a quarter of the house.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Run on that.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's pretty impressive.
And it's solar. It's renewable.
Solar,
I
yeah.
mean, that's
Didn't
Clean
pay
energy,
anything for
yeah,
it, man.
right.
Came from the sun.
Came from the sun. Yeah.
Didn't pay anything for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign off on that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get on
nor
for
am
that?
I.
Mm.
Nor am I.
Okay.
The last
Never do it.
timeline I remember seeing at our last board meeting was summer of 26. It was to be done
For
by
completion.
May for
Yeah.
Right.
completion.
That's what I was thinking. Was
Right.
June of 26. All 7 sites are supposed to
Right.
be done.
Up and
Up
running.
and ready,
Yep.
going.
Well, they're out. I can tell you now on our site, they've been out. We've been clearing the property and then doing some drilling for pilings. So some light work has started, but it's not on the ground like full
Right.
crew out there doing stuff. But I think
Yeah.
that they were saying sometime at the very tail end of this year, early next year, they were going to
Yeah.
really kind of kick in.
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, most of my involvement has been on the elective paid tax credit application side.
Well,
So
I will tell anybody that isn't aware, that is a huge, huge process, and it has been very laborious, and there has been hours and hours of work.
yeah.
And I just want you to know how much we appreciate that.
Oh, sure.
It was not a light lift.
No, it's my pleasure though. It's been
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exciting to learn that kind of stuff. It really is.
Yeah. Okay. The USDA stuff. Oh no.
Absolutely.
No. It's like going to the dentist. Think of the worst dentist experience you had, and then
My teeth cleaned.
like no, but I'm talking like getting dental work done, like pulled, baby.
Drill.
Drill.
That's not anywhere on the script.
Well,
No.
I know. We're working off. We're
We're gonna
riffing
get
now.
dental work.
We're
done?
riffing. We're riffing right now.
Riffing right now.
Yeah, we're riffing.
We go way down the rabbit hole.
It's not terrible. I mean, I've been through USDA type projects when I was at the city of Haven.
Sure.
So when they said USDA, I felt like for a moment I might have known what more to expect than some of the others around me.
much like
I mean,
the paperwork is by the pound.
And it's not just at the beginning.
No,
it
just
going.
keeps going.
But man, that 20%.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
When it stops being worth it,
Yeah, right. Exactly so.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back on track. So, we talked about the solar project and kind of that space. Let's talk a little bit more about just renewables in general for, Kansas and rural communities 5-10 years from now. I mean, what's that landscape look like? We got a lot of wind right now.
We do.
I
think Kansas has a lot of sun, solar, and wind. Obviously, there's going to be more because that technology is getting cheaper. So it's becoming more attractive, more affordable. Again, I just think the one thing we have to be careful about in terms of integration is diversity. I mean, I know it feels like the wind blows all the time in Kansas, but it doesn't. And the sun doesn't always shine. And the other thing is, some of the incentives for doing that type of stuff have been removed. And so we've got, some uncertainty in the presidential administration as far as what are their priorities going to be. So I feel like the timeline could shift significantly depending on, who's in power, who's in charge. But it's pretty clear that renewables are here to stay and that the demand is just going to grow for those.
Yeah. When we had Senator Marshall in here, we talked nuclear.
That's not renewable.
That's not renewable, right?
Is it clean?
Depends on who you talk to, right? I mean, we talked about
it's actually in terms of greenhouse gas emissions, it is one of the cleanest energy sources out there. Yeah.
Let's go for it.
He was talking about molten salt thorium generators, which let's get real deep into the weeds. What a molten salt thorium generator.
That sounds like somebody from Hutchinson ought to be in.
Yeah, well, you think that, right?
Did you say Mortonian?
No, it's not just molten salt. It's any salt. Yeah, so it's a really interesting technology, and that maybe we could use it at some point. It's not there yet. It's still billions of dollars to create these, and it's still sort of theoretical.
That's what I've heard about it too. Is it's really too expensive right now, but the cost is coming down. And so I don't think anybody's saying we want to be the first to do it. Like people want to be like,
sure,
I'll be like 9th or 10th after you the first 8 figure it out and have it perfected, then we'll
we'll jump right in.
Yeah, you don't want to be that first model year.
It's fun to be the first.
Yeah, but when you think about it, from the standpoint of small modular reactors, our Navy's been operating them for decades.
True.
I mean, it's not new technology in that sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's something that is used every day and in demanding situations, but safely.
I think it just has a branding, marketing, image problem.
Yeah. Maybe our memory has lasted too long of the things that went bad once.
Yeah. Right. And
maybe twice.
Well,
seems like we've
once here in the United States. But,
you guys
we go down that nuclear. I don't know.
Ridiculous.
Maybe we are the nuke guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
You are the nuke guys.
Yeah,
maybe so.
Hillsboro, home of the nukes.
Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. There you go. So, Leslie, for listeners who might not be familiar, we've got something coming up called Public Power Week. What's the dates on Public Power Week?
So it's always the first full week of October. This year, that's October 5 through 11.
Okay. Why is it important to celebrate Public Power Week? Besides winning this
glorious trophy,
wonderful trophy.
Better reason.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kidding. This is like, I mean, this is wonderful, and it's a beautiful work of art done by the folks at City of Augusta, who are also my friends. But I feel like it's really important to celebrate Public Power Week because it's a stage for you. It's an opportunity for you to strengthen the bond that you have with the community that you serve. You get to pull back the curtain to say, listen, it's not an electric ferry that's bringing you.
Electric ferry. Okay. Very good.
It's not magic.
No,
turn that on.
It's not magic at all.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
That's right. But you get to honor those employees that serve tirelessly to keep the lights on in your community. You get to share your story about maybe how your electric system started. Even just hearing you talk about how you used to generate. I mean, that's all very interesting. And I would bet there's like half the folks here probably didn't even know that you used to generate.
Yeah.
But it's not a ferry. It's local. as we said, it's personal. The crew sustaining your electric system are your neighbors. They're your friends. It's your kid's coach, the person you see at the grocery store, the electric company, the city.
Right.
It's not this nameless, faceless entity. It's Matt, it's Lou, it's Callie, it's Todd, it's Danielle. You know, the people behind the phone, the people who are authoring the social media posts, like all of that is working together locally to keep your lights on and to keep your rates affordable and stable. So it builds pride, and it reminds everyone that reliable, affordable energy is something you achieve together. And for me, again, warm and fuzzy, at the heart of Public Power Week, to me, it's about connection. It's about relationship building. It's about saying thank you to those that are responsible, that are tasked with keeping the lights on, and reminding your community that, listen, we own something really special here. I mean, and it's power.
You know, it's interesting, maybe not this last council meeting where we actually passed the budget, in the previous one right prior to, and we of course been reviewing budgets for about 3 months.
Of course.
Generally is about what it takes, the process.
Yeah.
Matt, you made a comment that we're a utility company with a general fund. And you know, but
Right by everybody except Lou. He picked up on that.
But you know,
it's true.
What that tells me is we have the ability to spread the load amongst a variety of constituents so that everybody in Hillsboro pays their fair share. I mean, certainly property owners pay through property tax, and utility customers pay through their utilities.
Yep.
And we also have a local option sales tax. And so that's kind of our three-legged stool, if you will, of revenue that helps us keep things going, be progressive,
Sure,
but at the same time keeping our mill rate down.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, and we talked about that before. That's what those dollars that are going back into your community do. And you have that local control to make that happen.
Exactly.
And that means, hey, we transferred $20,000. Guess what? If we did that from the general fund, it's going up 7 mills.
Right.
That is not popular.
Right. Not too much.
No. What kind of message would you like to leave the people with as far as, Public Power Week and the value of public power?
A lot of it is just like, it's not about electricity really at all.
No.
I mean, it's about what gets the electricity here and what keeps it sustained here, what makes it reliable and affordable. It's what makes your community attractive. Like you said, you're an electric utility company with a general fund. Like, where would you be without it?
Sewer too. And you're gonna trash.
Yeah.
Sure. But every light switch that flips on, every business that's thriving, every family here that feels safe and supported, it's all a reminder of how that local control makes a difference. And you're given that local control over your system through being a public powered community. But Hillsboro gets it. I'm not preaching anything.
Yeah, you're preaching the choir here. But
you guys get it. Last year, your crew put together this terrific Olympic torch themed video for Public Power Week. And I mean, you guys are laughing. I'm not laughing. Like, it was warm and fuzzy for me and I liked it. But the tagline, and it was actually like the background on my computer for several months. Where it said, "Together we'll light the way." That's public power. It's the promise.
Very good, Matt.
All the fields. Good job, Callie.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's the promise that we're stronger together. And all we've done today is list out all the ways that we've demonstrated that by you being a member of KPP.
Would you say that it's kind of like there's no place like home when it comes to community power?
Can you just edit that out? That's just gross, Matt.
What? No, come on, no. There's just no place like home.
I think this is a perfect place in the segment to talk about the history between these two. It came to my attention being on the board at KPP when Leslie joined that we had a very interesting connection that Leslie and Matt, you went to high school at Haven.
I did.
Matt, you went to high school at Nickerson. So, kind of competing high schools.
Right, Wildcat Panther.
It was a cat fight. That's all I know. Cat fight. At one point, you were both on your respective debate teams. I think
debaters they're successful people.
Right.
And when they grow up. If they grow up, yeah.
It was my understanding that in head-to-head competition, you may have actually defeated Mr. Stiles in the debate.
There's a may. I think factually speaking, we crushed him. I had a partner, and I think he had a partner. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was cross-ex debate. It wasn't like Lincoln.
I'm sure his partner lost it for him. It's no big deal. But
not through. Yes. Do not throw Joe under the bus. That is.
Oh, it was Joe. What would be interesting is, was that novice year for you?
Novice
okay,
year.
So it would have been for me too. So was it renewable energy?
It was renewable energy.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that's totally crazy.
Like 90,
and then on top of all of these things, there's a third connection here on the board of directors. Greg Graffman, who happens to be the city administrator of Kingman, at the time was your debate coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I can't think. Mr. Graffman. That's just what I want to call
Mr. Graffman. Greg.
Greg. That's wrong.
That just feels weird.
He was an excellent teacher. Like, he taught me so much about just speaking and self-confidence and being a selfless leader. I mean, Greg was an excellent teacher. So I owe a lot to Greg.
There you go. Well, I think all of us do at some point in our lives can look back in our educational experience and think of a teacher or a coach or somebody that was kind of became a little bit of a mentor, made a difference, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So a shout out to all those folks that are educating our young folks today.
Absolutely.
Keep up the good work. Look what it turned out. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. I don't know. I think they did really well. So as we do in every episode, Callie comes up with some very unique little activity for us, game, if you will. No.
Ready? A little bit competitive.
Just a bit.
Oh, he's not going to take me down, Lou.
I see it's debate round two. Dos, tres, cuatro.
I don't even know how many
Cinco.
are in.
Anyway.
I might need more black rice.
So this game, I believe she has entitled Say What. What, W-A-T-T, like Ready Megawatt, or James Watt, former Secretary of the Interior.
Okay.
There
you go.
A lot of people might remember James very fondly. From back in the day. That's just me showing my age and my catalog of pretty much useless knowledge.
No, it's wisdom. It's wisdom.
All right, there we go. All right, so Callie, it's time to get ready, and we're going to play Say What. All right, so this is Say What. Callie has divided up the word or misspelled it or something to put together a phrase or a series of letters that it says something to do with electric power. So as you can see, hide, row, eel, ick, trek. Hydroelectric.
Say it all together. Hydroelectric.
Say what? Say what? Say what? So that's the game, and she's going to give us 30 seconds. She's going to be showing the cards off camera. You're going to see us going at it, and I can already tell you from our little prior practice round that
it's on.
It's on between these two, and I'm just along for the ride. All right, let's go, Callie.
Fired up. 30 seconds on the clock.
Ready, set.
Bucket truck.
Breaker panel.
Plugged in.
Plugged in.
Plugged in. Yeah.
Utility.
Oh man, you're killing me.
Paper Energy. What was that?
Fuse box.
I let you have that.
You did.
Street lights.
Oh, there we go.
Dang.
Well, as you can see,
KPP one again.
It was absolutely no contest. Lou has 0. This one didn't count. And Matt got one, and Leslie has
5 over there.
5. Wow. Congratulations, Leslie.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to play.
Again, Matt goes down in flames.
Story of my life, man. Story of my life.
It's documented this time.
There you go.
On film now.
We've got it. It's memorialized
for posterity.
Well, Leslie, thanks again so much for coming here and having a little fun, but helping educate people on public power. I would like to make one more comment about this wonderful trophy that we've got here. So This is kind of like the Lombardi Trophy of Public Power Week, right?
It is.
Since it's football season.
True.
And, a lot of people like to keep track of how many Lombardis they have. What member city in KPP Energy has the most Lombardi trophies from Public Power Week?
Is it Hillsboro with 2?
It would be. We've done it 4 years now. Okay. This will be the 5th. And we have been fortunate enough to win it twice.
Win it twice and tied another year.
We tied.
The first year.
No, Augusta won it the first year.
Yeah, Augusta.
And so they built this wonderful trophy because they expected it never.
And then you.
Yeah. Because Augusta expected that never to leave Augusta.
That's why, at one point it was a light bulb.
I would just say, don't be sitting around resting on your laurels.
We are not.
No, I think we got.
We are not.
My friends at Augusta, and they have some other plans for when they get this trophy back.
Okay, cool.
Well, cool.
Even Callie's shaking her head no.
We got their number.
Well,
we got their number.
I don't know about that, but we're
Mr. Johnson, we got your number, buddy.
Johnson, coming for you, buddy.
Yeah. So, all right. With that, again, thanks so much, Leslie, for being here today. If you'd like, maybe you could tell our listeners and our watchers where they can find out more about Public Power and specifically about KPP Energy.
Sure. You can go to our website, kpp.energy. You can certainly reach out to us. We have some educational materials we've kind of started putting together. Would be glad to share that. You can email me, latherton@kpp.energy, or give us a call or reach out to your local city people and say, I want to talk to that lady from KPP.
Got it.
If they'll call me a lady.
Yeah, exactly. The one that beat Matt's.
Right. That lady.
Beat him like a rug. Yeah, that one. All right. So Friday, October 10, be looking for this one. You can find us on the City of Hillsboro's YouTube channel or Spotify. We're on Spotify, believe it or not. Yeah, so we're just underneath in terms of viewership, New Heights. Yeah, the Kelsey's podcast. We're right there. We're just right there. Yeah,
pretty close.
So
pretty close.
And of course, on our website and on our Facebook page, you can connect with us there. Until next time, Hillsboro, stay updated, and we will all try to stay caffeinated. Thanks again for watching.